Out toward the wall. Ladies, you're going 3 steps back out toward the wall. So that's your first 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Then the next 3 steps, he's backing up, she's going forward, and he's moving to reverse line of dance. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to the center. 1, 2, 3. And he's backing up. 1, 2, 3. So you're taking 3 steps on each part of that box, and each part of that box is a quarter left face turn. So it's a left turning box. 4 quarters gets you 1 complete revolution around. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay. Thru Twinkle turns you basically halfway around. So we're going to step through, we're going to turn and step side, and close our feet as we're coming on around. And remember, that last step is a close. You don't want to stop with your foot here, and you definitely don't want to have your foot back, because that's going to bring you backwards. You want to close your feet on that last step. Thru Twinkle, through, turn, close. And we're ready for our through face close, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so let's try that. And when the ladies wrap, remember ladies, your right hand is supposed to be on top. So you're going to drop the hand that you're holding with your partner. He's going to drop it down a little bit so that it goes around your waist. And the ladies are going to do 1 complete revolution over 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And so she's going to reach across with that right hand. And you end up with in a wrapped position. The lady's right hand is over the top of the other 2. Okay. So waltz away. Ladies wrap, the right hand is on top. Forward waltz, 1, 2, 3. 3 is a close. And then we're going to do a through face close. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And when the ladies wrap, remember ladies, your right hand is supposed to be on top. So you're going to drop the hand that you're holding with your partner. He's going to drop it down a little bit so that it goes around your waist. And the ladies are going to do 1 complete revolution over 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And so she's going to reach across with that right hand. And you end up with in a wrapped position. The lady's right hand is over the top of the other 2. Okay. So waltz away. Ladies wrap, the right hand is on top. Forward waltz, 1, 2, 3. 3 is a close. And then we're going to do a through face close. 1, 2, 3. Thing that we can do from the dip back. Now, when we do our dip back, remember we're closed. He is going back. But ladies, when he goes back, you need to go with him. And what I'm seeing sometimes is when he goes back, she's just standing here. You got to go with him. He goes back, you got to go forward with him. Okay? So there's your dip back. When you recover, you're going to recover onto this foot. Take 2 more little steps to whatever position. Recover to closed. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, another thing that we can do out of that is a figure called Manuver. Okay. The maneuver, the purpose, or what the men are doing on a maneuver is he's always going to put his back to his line of direction of travel. That's a definition of a maneuver. So if we're facing the wall, our line of direction of travel is the line of dance, because if we were facing a wall and we did a waltz away and together, we would be traveling down line of dance. So the definition of a maneuver is he's going to take 3 steps to get his back to his line of direction of travel. Okay? Now if he was facing center, our line of direction of travel would be the other direction, so he would face the opposite direction. So remember, gentlemen, it's not necessarily to face reverse. You're trying to put your back to your line of direction of travel. That's the direction of what your sole purpose of is a maneuver. So what we're going to do, this is the first easy maneuver. You can do maneuvers from lots of different positions. This is the easiest one. Okay. So when we do a dip back, we're here. We're going to take 3 little steps like the recover to close position, except he's going to turn it so that he can put his back to his line of direction of travel. So he's going to turn and do a little side close maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Okay? It's a little easy maneuver, but he has to take those 3 steps to face reverse line of dance in this particular case, or put his back to his line of direction of travel. Ladies, you must also take those 3 steps with him. So when we've done our dip back, I have a trailing foot free. So when he does the recover action, starting to turn, I'm going with him. When he's finishing with a side step, I'm going with him. He's closing his feet, and I'm going with him. So we end up in closed position, his back to his line of direction of travel, or he's facing reverse line of dance. Okay? So let's. What do you think?
He didn't know what you're gonna do.
I know.
That was a good.
Sometimes I like his input, though. You know, I
You
really
gotta give him,
sometimes.
you gotta give him a signal that.
Yeah. Give him a frame of reference.
You do rights or pivot? What do you think, rights or pivot? You like rights? Okay. So we're going to do 2 right turns. 2 right turns, so that tells me something. 2 means 2 measures. He's going to commence a right face turn, so that means he's stepping back, commencing a right face turn, and I'm stepping forward in between his feet. He's going to step side and close his feet. And then now he's got his right foot free. He's going to step forward with that foot between my feet, side, close. Now stop and think about a reverse box. If we do a reverse box, gentlemen, you go back with your left, side, close. Forward with your right, side, close. So reverse box, back with your left, forward with your right. So if we do that from here and turn it back with the left, forward with the right, and turn each one of them 3/8 of a turn, we end up facing the wall. So by definition, 2 right turns normally 3/8 and 3/8, which is a 3/4 turn. However, the degree of turn can always be varied by choreography. You can always, if they want you to do 2/4 right turns, then it can be done that way. Or if they want you to go 2 right turns full all the way around a phase line and dance, you can do that too. So it just depends on choreography. But when you do 2 right turns, gentlemen, you're gonna go back, side, close, turn your 3/8. Now when you go forward with that right foot, it's gonna go between her feet, forward, side, close. And that puts your face in the wall. So you've done 2 right turns. Get back, maneuver, 2 right turns, which puts us with the man facing the wall. It doesn't have to always be that way. If he's facing center of hall, when we start, and we do it back, maneuver, he's now facing line of dance, 2 right turns. And he's still facing center of hall. And that can happen in the dances, in choreography. Sometimes they will have the man facing center and you'll be moving to reverse line. So just be prepared. Everything always doesn't happen facing the wall, moving down line of dance. Sometimes it may go the other direction. So don't let it screw you up big time. Hands on. But this one is called a solo turn to whatever position we want you to go to. Solo turn to butterfly is 6 steps, 2 measures. So we're going to do 3/4 of that turn on the first measure. So we're going to usually start it in a butterfly position. Sometimes you might be in an open position to start it, but most usually you're in a butterfly position. You're going to start by opening up and taking a step down the line of dance, turning your back on your partner as you take a side step, continuing that turn, closing your feet. So there's your close for your waltz. And we've turned basically 3/4 of a turn on that first measure. Then the second measure, we have an outside foot free, man's right, lady's left. We're gonna step back with that foot, turn to face our partner, step side, and close our feet there. And that is your solo turn to butterfly. So you are individually turning one complete revolution. Okay? She is turning right, he's turning left. But you're turning 3/4 on the first measure. So you're turning here, you're turning here, and you're closing your feet on the first measure, and you're facing a reverse line of dance. You got a trailing foot or an outside foot free. Then you're both gonna step back with that outside foot, face your partner as you step side, and close your feet. Okay, let's get 2, 3. So then now I have the right foot for him, left foot for her. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, I'm turning. 2, I'm stepping to the side and turning. And then 3 is a close of the feet.
So it's really only a quarter.
And then back, side, close.
Thank you.
Okay. We found that if you hold on to hands as long as you can and get a hold of hands as soon as you can, it helps. So when you're doing that first measure, 1, 2, we're holding on as long as we can, but as we're doing 3, we're trying to get a hold of that hand as soon as we can,
Yeah.
so that we know where each other is, so we don't crash into each other, okay? But if you just kind of bumble around,
Yeah.
then you're running
Yeah.
That's a
into
good
each other.
point.
But if you kind of do the hands, then you know where each other is and you don't run into each other quite as bad.